You've probably noticed things at the grocery store are getting more expensive, but are they getting smaller as well? Shrinkflation is the sneaky tactic of reducing the size of a product while keeping the price relatively the same. It's like a magician's sleight of hand, but instead of pulling a rabbit out of a hat, they're pulling chips out of our bags. Now, sometimes it's a little obvious, especially when you compare old packaging sizes to new ones. But other times, it can be pretty sneaky, like when they trim a few sheets off a box of toilet paper rolls, or when Toblerone increased the gaps between the mountains in their chocolate bar while keeping it the exact same size. But hey, maybe it's for our own good. Smaller snacks mean less toilet paper needed, right? When is the last time you've noticed shrinkflation?
Alright guys, it's old school. Will. Hey, I got another one for you, if you hadn't. This is really becoming overwhelming to me. I realize I love doing what I'm doing, but wow, this is something else. We're going to talk about something that most people aren't aware of, but they're slowly becoming aware of it now. It's called ShrinkFlation. And what that is what I have now. Let me back that up a little. What I have done, I have compiled ShrinkFlation to one video. So I've done the work that you don't need to do. I don't know how long this is going to be because I'm still working on it. Excuse me. Let's see, I need a drink. Hold on a second. And that is coffee, by the way. What I have done, I have compiled ShrinkFlation to one video. So you do not have to shop around and try to figure out what that means. Each one of these clips are made by individuals who are slowly waking up and realizing the products that you are buying, the overpriced products that you are buying, are a lot less. From restaurants to grocery stores to your Big Macs, your Whoppers, your bread, your milk, everything. Corporations have scammed us and are continuing to scam us. If you don't have to believe old school. What I would like for you to do is anytime you go to a restaurant or go through McDonald's or whatever, take a real close look at what you're getting. Look at your drinks. Look at your Big Macs. When you go to Chick-fil-A, look at the nuggets or the chicken that you're getting. When you go to Walmart, start looking a little bit closer at what you're getting. Folks, we're looking at greed on steroids. We're all been taken through the ringer. And it's about time for us to stand up and say, okay, wait a minute, enough is enough. We have to start finding different routes to make our life a lot easier. Target found out the hard way. Are you tired of giving your hard-earned money to big corporation that is just feeding off us with no limitations? I would love for you to watch this video in its entirety. Like I said, I didn't make this. I'm just the, what do you call that person? I'm the person that's putting it out there to you, showing you from a lot of different people. So you can't sit back and say, well, it could have been that, or they made a mistake here, or this, that, and another. People are complaining and they're tired. And you're about to see why. At first I said I was going to interrupt this, but now I want you to see it in its entirety. That's why I'm doing my intro up front, so you can know what Old School has been up to and what he's about to show you. And if you're not a believer after what you see, then we have problems. No, I take that back. Then you have a problem, Because if you feel comfortable with continuing to feed these billionaires and millionaires and who don't give a, thank you Lord for not saying that word, who don't give a crap about us, take a look. And you guys stay blessed. And now you're about to understand why I keep saying we're all going to make it through this. Oh, I just really don't understand, but I guess I do understand. But when I compile all of this stuff, I got even more gray hairs in my beard if you hadn't noticed. I mean, I haven't shaved in a couple of days here, but what the heck, I might shave tonight. But anyhow, with all that being said, let's go ahead and let's take a look at what this world is becoming or has become.
Hey, those of you who want to learn about shrinkflation, check this out. Looks like most of my on-the-border chips have hopped the fence. We have a lot of gotaways here. I think we need to change their name from on-the-border to across-the-border chips. I'm just wondering if I can get maybe a court date to see if I can get any of my chips back.
Shrinkflation's not being talked about enough. We've gotten to a point where not only things are like quadruple the price, but they're also giving us half the product. They try to hide it in the most like small, minute ways, but you can always tell. Even if they're just skimming a little bit off the top, they'll do anything to make that extra little bit of profit. Even fast food has cut back so much, I can eat an entire McDonald's cheeseburger in one bite if I really wanted to. Not just the size or the quantity of things, it's also the quality. Restaurants, grocery stores, fast food places, it doesn't matter. Things taste different to me. Vegetables, meat, fruit, everything. There's something about it that just tastes off. Like chicken and beef. It's just disrespectful at this point. They really think we're stupid. And the thing is, I don't know if it's ever going to go back to normal. The fact that they've made record profits fooling people like this and we still buy it because we have to kind of tells me that this is never going to change. If it always comes down to quality or people over price and money being made, they're always going to choose the money being made. I swear, there was a time where you could go to the store or go to McDonald's with like $3 and feed yourself for at least a day.
I swear to God, these are brand new. I just opened this. I just took this off. Look at this. Are you joking? Are you joking? Wow. Opening the second one. Brand new, sealed. I've not opened it yet. Opening it to prove it. Peeling this off. Ready? Look at that. Look at all that room.
If you think companies aren't gaslighting us and putting smaller and smaller things in without changing the price, I challenge you to watch this. You can see the purchase date here of April 2nd, 2023 for a 20-ounce Oreo mint flavored. But wait, they're out of stock. I wonder why. Oh, now it makes sense because for the same price, it's now an 18.71 ounce, so they don't stock the 20 ounce anymore. Here's a great one. June 6th, 2023, 30-ounce carton. Goldfish, whole grain. What? Out of stock? But why? 27.3 ounces. Still $7.96. May 2023, 15.25 ounces for Betty Crocker. 15.25 for those who are bothered by this. Again, out of stock. There it is. 13.25. January 16th, 2024. This shows the old price. That is the one that's out of stock for the 15.25 ounces, $168. And this shows that it's the same price for the 13.25 ounces key lime pie, April 2023, 36 ounces. I think you know where this is going. Out of stock. At 4/14, ready for pickup that day, $6.97, 30.4 ounces, good to go. For those keeping score, it was 36, now 30.4. It's great value paper towels, 649 square feet. This is the listing on Walmart.com, July 2023. Out of stock. Oh, but look, they're giving similar items. These ones, let's look at them. This is the alternative that it recommends. 12 double rolls, looks very similar. 12 equals 24, split sheets, it's all the same. Now $15.94 from $17.72, which is the same price as the old one, $17.72. So They are putting this on sale to make this more attractive, like, oh, no big deal. At least I have this alternative that's cheaper than the other one. And then you see this, 594.9 square feet. So when that comes off sale, they have acclimatized you to full price, $17.72 for that square footage instead of 100 square feet more. Clean and Clear, 8 fluid ounces, $5.97, 2023, October 2023. Uh-oh. New formula, 8 fluid ounces, $9.03. 8 fluid ounces, $5.97. Because of their new formula that is probably not as good and changed ingredients to put cheaper versions of stuff, it is now $9.03. Hold on to your britches, because this one hurts. January 2022, this scent, $3.77. This scent, $6.47 each. April 2024, this scent now $4.47. This one, $7.97. August 2023. The mega rolls that they bought in October 2023, the 244 sheets, not available anymore. Oh, it's because there's only 224 now. That's why the 244 is not available.
Let me show you guys what shrinkflation looks like. So I just went to Burger King and got a Whopper Jr. with cheese. Why does this thing look like a slider? Like, they really raise the prices and then shrink the dimensions of the product and think we're not going to notice. Let me let you take a look at what this looks like. Look how small that is. Compared to my hand, look how small that is. It's at least a good 10 to 15% smaller than it usually was. Like, this is getting ridiculous, and they're finding any means possible to get more money out of us and to keep their profit margins. Just greedy.
Okay, so it was already small. The fillet of fish has shrunk by, I'd say, 20%. It is comically small. I know my hands are large, but that's ridiculous.
First, I can tell you the portions have not gotten smaller.
You're sure? That's a bowl with extra rice. Guac on this was extra.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
This is what they looked like before the pandemic.
What's great about Chipotle is if you come into the restaurant and you want a little more rice or you want a little more pico, all you got to do is kind of like...
Did the CEO of Chipotle really just tell everyone that's actually our fault? It's on us to perform a secret, unspoken, socially awkward ritual to get what we actually want and pay for. But what about the almost 40% of orders which happen online and not in store where the customer can't? Do you remember when your CFO told on y'all back in 2020 saying that without the social pressure of the customer standing there, all of a sudden order portions are much more precise? When you say sizes are much more consistent for those orders, you mean consistently small, which has now been scientifically and empirically proven by this YouTuber Zachary Smeagol, who ate there for 30 days and tracked his findings. In-person orders are 20 to 25% larger than the same order placed online. And I know they swear the burritos have not gotten smaller, but I think I figured out what actually happened. In 2017, they changed the tortilla recipe. I don't think the tortilla stretches as much as it used to, so they can't fit as much in there. And they used to double wrap it if it was too large, and now they won't do that unless you ask for it. The portion sizes may not have officially changed, but you can bet your guac money how they are enforcing those portions has. And their executives are laughing all the way to the bank. There's a rumor going around that if you have your phone out while they're making your food, they've been instructed to give you more portions. That's not actually true at all, and you're just pressuring high schoolers.
Out restaurants charge you more and give you less. The green line on the knife represents the depth of the interior of this bowl of beans, but they made it look deeper with a false bottom. There's at least a ½ inch difference when I put the knife right against the outside of the dish. Restaurant owner deception is rampant.
Now they think they're slick. I have not been to McDonald's in a very long time, but this burger looks so tiny. This is crazy. This is Look how tiny that is, you guys. That's a face. You cannot tell me this is smaller. Now, I know I have large hands, but I get them fish sandwiches. That's the only thing I'll eat from McDonald's. And I know that that size has shrunk. There ain't no way y'all could tell me that's the same bun size, same fish patty size. There's just no way. My hands ain't got larger. They've been big. We also went to Little Caesars, and my friend got the crazy bread, and the dipping sauce, the container of the marinara sauce was super tiny too. And I feel like a lot of companies are shrinking down their sizes and still charging an arm and a leg for their product.
Canada, can we talk about the Eastside Mario's shrinkflation? I swear, the bread used to be like the full size of the bag, and now look at this. I know they say size doesn't matter, but what happened to the other, 3 inches of my bread?
McDonald's Big Macs are smaller. This is the size of their patty on a Big Mac. By the way, extra sauce is 20 cents. And the combo meal, just fries, medium fries, and a drink, comes out to about $12. I can go to In-N-Out and get 2 double doubles for about the same price, or a double double combo meal. Bigger burger, bigger patties, much tastier. This is sad, but I had to see for myself. McDonald's is definitely part of the shrinkflation.
So I'm eating my McDonald's and I'm like, dude, these things have gotten so small. This is a medium-sized lid from McDonald's. And it's huge on a filet-o-fish sandwich. Yes, I like filet-o-fish sandwiches. Bun ain't but a hair bigger than my 3 fingers. $10.81. That's fucking wild. Anyway.
Okay, this sums up the restaurant industry as a whole right now. This is a 1 ounce container, so not even like the typical sauce container that you used to get, a 2 ounce. Look at this. Look at this. So they put what, a 1/3 of an ounce in here, a 1/4 of an ounce. This one they got a little closer to actually filling it. This is insane. This one came with my bowl, but if I had paid for it, it would have been 75 cents. 75 cents for fucking 2 teaspoons of sauce. But owners of these places don't want to hire actual professionals to get all this under control, and the whole thing is spiraling out of control. I understand there's a big socioeconomic issue, included in this, but this is getting out of control.
Anyone notice shrinkflation at Outback? Wings shrunk.
McDonald's Filet-O-Fish is at the heart of a social media storm. Some avid fans fueled by shrinkflation on TikTok are claiming the fish sandwich has shrunk by 20%, despite soaring prices. McDonald's, however, isn't flinching. They insist the sandwich's size hasn't changed for decades. This assertion is backed by ex-McDonald's executive Mike Herricks, who even conducted a live size test, deeming it average-ish. Meanwhile, McDonald's CEO plans to supersize burgers, adding to the conclusion. Is it a case of inconsistent franchise standards, or are the fans right? As this fast food drama unfolds, it's a reminder of consumer vigilance and the power of social media. Dive deeper, tap the link on our channel.
Explain to me, McDonald's, why all of the drinks that I'm getting, even though you're charging me much more for, they're all missing about 1 inch of product at the top. Not a single one of them is full, and this is happening to me all the time. I'm paying more and receiving less. It makes me mad.
Shrinkflation is getting out of hand. Do better, Wendy's.
That's funny. That's crazy. I mean, look at the size of this.
So I went to get McDonald's today, and this is a perfect example of shrinkflation. Literally, ice is in it, everything. This is a Sprite, a large Sprite. And this is the way they gave it to us through the drive-thru. No lie. Nothing's been put in there, nothing. This is how it was given. A large Sprite. This is what shrinkflation is. This is an example. Come on, McDonald's, do better.
This shrinkflation stuff is getting out of control, okay? If there's one thing in this world that I know, it's what a goddamn Big Mac looks like. Are you kidding me? Let's look at the bun to meat ratio. And it's just not a one-off problem. It's on the bottom one too. That is despicable. This is officially a call to arms. I can't do this anymore.
Welcome to Moe's, the latest culprit of shrinkflation. The right bowl was from over a month ago. The left bowl, a few weeks ago. Smaller bowls force smaller portions to be given. Even the lids are smaller. Share with your Moe's fans, shrinkflation has come.
Shrinkflation is real, people. Look at this. Look at this. Where's the top? Where's the top? Where's the top? McDonald's. Shrinkflation. My head might be big, but where's the rest of it?
Okay, I just got the new green goddess, and look, this, I mean, you can't tell, you have to reference against my hand, but this is smaller than a normal Subway sub. I think this is shrinkflation. Has anybody noticed that Subway subs are suddenly smaller? Like they're saving on the bun, and then less ingredients, I guess, to fill it. Like, obviously I've eaten a bit of this one, but no, they used to be much bigger. Let me know if you've noticed that Subway subs just got smaller.
So it looks like shrinkflation has hit Tim Hortons hardcore. What is this?
Check out these embarrassing signs of shrinkflation. McDonald's breakfast wraps seem barely bigger than sauce packets now. And burgers? They used to be way bigger. You unwrap it only to find a tiny portion. Crazy, right? The space beneath the label is empty. Looks like they could fit in 2 more sausages. Original packaging of Pringles potato chips. Shrunk original packaging of Pringles potato chips. The gaps in chocolate bars are getting wider. Oreo fillings aren't spread to the edges anymore. Dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets have decreased in number and size. Terrifying. Why not just keep it at 10 pieces? Even family-size bags of Chips Deluxe are shrinking. You really have to squint to notice the missing percentage sign. There used to be 6, and at the same price. Lunchables went from 75 Dri down to 65 Dri. This cat food, a 24 can pack. It used to be 5.8 ounces per can, priced at $55. Now it's 5.1 ounces per can, priced at $62. That's a decrease of 16.8 ounces per pack and an increase of $7. Have you encountered any other instances of shrinkflation? Share them with me.
Talk about shrinkflation. I went by Checkers today for the first time in like forever, and they had a special of 2 for $4.50, and it said you could get 2 checker burgers. So I for $4.50. Yes, I ordered 2 of them. It came in this little bag here. 2 checker burgers, but look at the size. You can see it fits in the palm of my hand. I don't exactly have a large hand. It's probably about 3 inches across, maybe a little bit over 3 1/4 inches, but about 3 inches across. This is what a Checkers burger looks like now. And that's with the wrapper. Inside it looks pretty good, but it's only like a 3-inch burger nowadays.
Humans are frustrated with shrinking products and higher prices, and we are not alone.
Yeah, even Cookie Monster is fed up. In a post on social media, he said, and I quote, "Me hate shrinkflation. Me cookies are getting smaller."
Do it in the voice. Come on.
I can't do the voice. Labor Department data shows that some Oreos have decreased 6% by weight, and a report from Glassdoor shows the price of cookies is up more than 28% since the start of the pandemic. As for how Cookie Monster is dealing with it, he posted, again, quoting now, "Guess me going to have to eat double the cookies."
There you go.
Senator Bob Casey responded to Cookie Monster, telling him he's on it.
Okay, I need y'all to see how Thomas has done shrunk the bread. This was a bag that I got recently. I'm almost done. They had a buy one, get one. So I was like, let me grab another one today. And this is the tiny slices. I don't know if you can see this well, how the difference The difference in size, like, I mean, you can tell definitely by the height on the bags, I think. Supposedly these are the same size loaf of bread, but my God, they truly, gotta love this economy.
Hey, can I get a burrito? That'll be $7.25. Card's good, right? Yeah? Damn, this thing's got biceps. Appreciate it. Burrito again, please. $8.50. Solid. Respect. You already know what I'm here for. Burrito, $9.25. Hey! Oh! This feels keto. Run it back. Burrito, $11.25. Bro, did this come with batteries? Same recipe. Yeah, and I'm 6'5" on Hinge.
Major corporations are gaslighting us, trying to make us believe that what we are seeing is not real, that shrinkflation is not a real thing, or what some people call it, a stealth price rise. Shrinkflation is very real, and this is not the only company who has done it. By the way, their reasoning behind making the bottle look like this was not to change the prices. It was not to give you less. It was to make them more aerodynamic. Doritos used to be 9.75 ounces, 9.25 ounces now, same price. I think we all know cereal is doing it, and they've done it for a very long time. General Mills shrunk the family size boxes from 19.3 ounces to 18.1 ounces. That's like 10%. Cocoa Pebbles went from 20.5 to 19.5. Life cereal went from 24.8 to 22.3. Bounty changed the number of sheets that you get from 165 to 147. Just look. 52 fluid ounces used to be 59. And do you know, these look the same. Do you know why that is? It's because they hollow out a thing so that the plastic is coming up on the bottom like that. So that it looks the same, so that you can't tell. Pringles, look at the difference. Look at that chip. Look at that chip. They had to change the packaging because the chips got smaller. And you know how the chips fit right in the thing. Not only that, but they start about here. Hang on, I'll show you a picture. Look. Great Value toilet paper reduced the number of sheets from 168 down to 120 and also changed the sheet size. This one is my favorite. They just like stop putting stuff there and just create like a blank space. Also, yeah, it's not just gum, it's not just food products, it's not just your laundry detergent and your chips and snacky things. Less inside Oreos, the stuffing, they're actually putting less stuffing in. Look at this, look at what they do with the packaging. They put like a cookie shaped piece of plastic there so that they only have 2 there instead of 3 to give you less. This one's hard to see, so stay with me. This one up here says mega pack up there, right? And then down here, it's measuring in milliliters, 2490 milliliters. This one, on this side, doesn't say mega pack. It is not the larger, more included pack, and it is 3 liters. There is more in this package that is shorter. See, it's shorter. This one is taller and skinnier, and they're acting as though it has more in it. And they changed the measurement so that people have to do math in the market. This is mostly because people just don't want to. There's too many other things going on, and if they can mentally exhaust us, well, we're already mentally exhausted by all of the inflation and other things that are going on. They win because we just have to get the laundry detergent in the end, don't we? Honestly, I could keep going. Like, there's so many. They just do something new size, like new packaging, and it's actually a smaller 300 grams, 250 grams. I could do this all day. Also this. Oh, look at this. Bigger size, better value, right? Oh, 18 fluid ounces versus 15 fluid ounces. But this is a bigger size, better value. Here's a great example. This is one of my favorites where you can see over time. Wow. Very illustrative. This is not new. It is probably also not going away, but there is a bill that is now on the floor about it. So that's new. And it was also discussed on the State of the Union address by President Biden. So at least this is something we can start paying attention to as maybe a way of changing things. This person wrote that from April to May, they thought that their Premium Plus saltines had gotten smaller. And so they compared them. This person went in one week and got large fries, and then went in the next week and got large fries. So for those of you still getting this one when you order large, this is what you have to look forward to. Simply Orange from 52 ounces down to 46 ounces, and it was not that long ago that these were a proper half gallon at 64 ounces. Now we're at 46. This one on the left was purchased May 8th in Bridgewater, Nova Scotia. This one was purchased May 23rd. Same place, same price, but 100 grams less chicken. Pringles 2012, Pringles 2025. Look at the actual chip. Look at that. This pizza now weighs 20 grams less, but look how they changed the packaging to make it seem like this is a very large pizza compared to the size of this pizza. But if you look at the actual packaging, you're missing out 20 grams of pizza. These chips used to be 7.5 ounces, went down to 5 ounces, same price.
Look, I don't think I'm going crazy, but I think Dr. Pepper is really hitting us with this shrinkflation. Let me show you. Look at this. That one, and that one. All three never been opened.
These are some of the craziest recent examples of shrinkflation. Kellogg's using deceptive packaging, making the new box bigger, but it contains less than the old packaging. This is the old one, this is the new one. This new one looks bigger, but it actually just contains the same amount of product, and it costs $1 more. This one's interesting because P&G has reduced the amount of fluid from their old bottle to their new bottle. The price has stayed the same, and the amount of laundry it can do has stayed the same. So they must have just, I don't know, taken water out of the detergent. Even worse, this Redditor has found 3 different packages of Tide they've recently purchased, and while the size is getting smaller from each consecutive one, the price stays exactly the same at $20. I will admit it's difficult to see at first, but look at these Campbell's cans of SpaghettiOs. Is there any difference? When you flip it around, you'll see that the calories are different. This new one is less, 20 less calories, but why? Okay, let's look at what's inside. Here we have the old package of SpaghettiOs, and here's the new package of SpaghettiOs, but like, where are the SpaghettiOs? There's a lot less. More water. Found this one on mouseprint.org. You can see that the size has decreased from 30 fluid ounces to 22.5 ounces. That's a 25% reduction in size, but the price has stayed the same at $2.49. This has to be my favorite thing when companies just decide they're going to replace product with plastic. It's just an empty space now, but you're paying the same.
Chipotle, count your days. Look at how many chips they gave me. I cannot make this up. This is what they just gave me. I just placed an order. And they said that these chip bags are supposed to have 4 ounces in them. I have my own business, so I have my own scale here at home. 2 ounces. So they are giving you half of what they said that they should be giving us. I don't like to cook, so this is why I literally order out for everything. And I spend so much money on Chipotle, but it gets to a point when it's like disrespectful. Like, I can't keep throwing my money away. So Chipotle, count your days. I think I'm gonna have to fire you.
The Jordan really be scamming, bruh. Look how small this pizza is now, bruh. I was never able to palm of the Giorno's pizza, bruh. Like, I could never fit one of these pieces inside a cookie pan, bro. It would be running off the sides. What is this? What is this, bruh? And it's crazy because the reason they made it pointy like this is so it touches the end of the box. Because if it was actually round, there would be a lot of space and it would be sliding all around in the box. So they made it pointy instead of just making it a regular circle pizza. So it would just take up more space while still being less. They call it ultimate pepperoni when it's just the regular amount. It's just a smaller pizza, so it looks like more. Like, and for this like $7, $8 pizza, I could have just went to Little Caesars, Papa John's or something and got a bigger pizza, a better pizza for the same amount. Shrinkflation is real, because this right here, this is crazy.
Embarrassing examples of shrinkflation. They made the pool noodles thinner than before. Last one will surprise you the most. The Airheads now have a lot of extra space in the packaging. The top slice of cheese in this pack is noticeably wider than the rest. The larger bottle of shampoo actually has 1 ounce less than the older version. This birthday cake from the store is now smaller than this guy's hand. The difference between these 2 slices of Texas toast from one bought 3 weeks ago and one from today. The brick of ramen in this cup doesn't even fill the bottom anymore. This is what I ordered, and this is what I got.
Their new Nescafe packaging is labeled as a new size, but it actually contains 50 grams less than before. This bandage has way less padding than it used to. They're even decreasing the number of Ziploc bags from 75 to 60. The Celebrations bottle now is smaller than the one from last year. These Domino's dips don't even fill halfway anymore. The McChicken from McDonald's is way smaller than it used to be. These allergy medicines now come with multiple empty spots labeled as finger grips. And they are doing the same thing with chewing gum too.
This is a brand new bag of Soul's Kitchen blackened chicken. And I picked it up and I was like, this is so light. This is where the chicken comes to on this bag. Not a fucking goddamn piece of chicken up here. There's this much chicken. What are we doing?
So I was just going to eat this little snack and I just realized that this is about a quarter of the half of the size maybe that they used to be. What in the helly is this? Bro, this used to be the size of my hand. Shrinkflation has really gone bad. Sheesh.
Well, here's a classic example of shrinkflation. I used to work at Chick-fil-A years ago, and I think the box used to be out to here. Now it's down here. When I first got this, I was wondering, like, look how small this is compared to my hand. I was like, what is this thing? I don't have giant hands or anything, you know. But it's shrinkflation. It's where we're at. Hopefully my videos get shorter, make it easier. Yeah.
Hey, some more Halloween candy for you guys. This time there's 2 in the package. Literally telling on themselves in this one. Their marketing has the old size, 250 grams here. And this is the new one under this marketing, and it's 225 grams, same price. When it's things I love and use often, I take particular umbrage. This Tabasco sauce went from 60 milliliters down to 57 milliliters. Do you guys remember when a large fry from McDonald's had this very iconic, very recognizable large fry container? This is now what they give you. And they're certainly not jam-packed. Very often a shrink will come along with a rebrand or a packaging update because they're trying to make it look like it's a little bit different of a product so that it will explain why it's more expensive or why it's now a different size. This is literally the same product, but they make the package look a little bit different and they give you a little bit less. Used to be 6.8 ounces, now 6 ounces. Blistex. Half the size, twice the price. Blistex. When they give you less and less and less, smaller and smaller, but they keep the box the same size. So that at first glance, when you're in the store and making the purchase, you haven't unboxed it, it looks the same. It doesn't look like it's changed. Deceptive. Wait a minute, why is this out of stock? 5.44 kilograms baking soda. This product that this person had purchased before, now out of stock. Just kidding. They just don't offer it in that size anymore because they've replaced it with a 4.89 kilogram package instead. Thanks, Arm & Hammer. Lysol went from 40 ounces to 32 ounces. This is the old bottle and the new one, 32 ounces. These Tyson chicken patties is 23 ounces for spicy chicken patties compared to 26. There it is. And the new one, 23 ounces. Oh no, this soft soap is out of stock. Just kidding. It's never ever going to be available in that size again because they've replaced it with 50 fluid ounces instead of 56 ounces that it used to be. Thank you to this Redditor for sharing. Chopped spinach used to be $1.16, 9.7 cents per ounce. Great value chopped spinach, 12 ounces, frozen, out of stock. You can shop similar and it suggests, hey, we've got one like that. But it's $1.24 instead of $1.16. Now 10 ounce package.
So this really pissed me off. I always buy these chili burritos because we eat these chili burritos with our taco salad now. It just tastes so good. So I usually get the party size, right? This party size is what? It's supposed to be 14 ounces, right? So I open up the bag. I want to show y'all what this, look at that. Look at that. The bag isn't even halfway full. Look at that. This is the party size bag. The party size bag. I kid you not. I ate 5 chips out of here. Look at this. Where's the rest of my chips at? This inflation shit is really real. I'm telling you. Every time I go to the store, I get laundry soap. Y'all need to start paying attention to y'all stuff. My laundry soap is always halfway filled. Like, oh, this shit's crazy. Shrinkflation is real. They need to do something about this shit.
Embarrassing examples of shrinkflation. McDonald's pickles are now thicker than their burger meat. Last one will surprise you the most. Celebration cookies now come with a hidden plastic bump inside. Mott's fruit gummies went from 4 to 3 pouches, and they kept the same box size. Airheads don't even seal the ends of their packaging anymore. This cream quietly shrunk the amount of body cream by adding a hidden smaller tube. Trader Joe's packages aren't filled all the way anymore. The pizza used to fit perfectly, but now either the plate grew or Dr. Oetker's pies got smaller. The new Campbell's cans are taller, but carry less soup as a result of shrinkflation. Holding this face cream up to the light reveals a smaller container inside, showing that the cream isn't filled all the way. These mint-thin cookies come with more plastic packaging than actual cookies. These Johnson's baby powder selling half-empty tubs. These Hot Pockets used to extend roughly an inch past the sleeve on both sides. Not sure if my hands got bigger or Honey-Made graham crackers got smaller. This chocolate packaging makes them seem solid when they're actually hollow inside. These nut packages use a hollow bottom to give you less nuts.
Am I tripping? Or did these bottles used to be filled up to the top? I'm tripping, right? Like, look at that shitload of empty space at the top. What the fuck am I paying for?
Embarrassing examples of shrinkflation. These cheese sticks are only half as big now. Last one will surprise you the most. This Coca-Cola can looks bigger now and costs $2.37, but it still has the same 12 ounces as the old $1 can. The middle of this waffle is so thin it's got holes and you can see light through it. This box of 6 was tucked in the back with a bunch of new with 5 bars boxes. They shrunk the box from 5 Hot Pockets to 4. These biscuits have a lot of extra space in the packaging and fewer biscuits inside. They took out 4 ounces from Powerade, but you're still paying the old price. They even made the seed packs smaller. These new ones have fewer seeds than the 2022 ones and they cost more. This is what I ordered. This is what I got. The tray tables on airplanes are getting smaller and they don't fit my cola cup anymore. They changed the packaging and go from 80 thick wipes to just 80 wipes. The Snickers bar shrunk a lot since the 1980s. They are changing the packaging so you don't notice that 20 grams has disappeared. This guy just opened a pack of Pringles and it's really disappointing. Even the Girl Scouts are making their snacks smaller.
50 times shrinkflation was so obvious it felt like a scam. Let's take a look. Sewing kits. It's actually butter cookie tins, and it's from 16 ounces down to 12 ounces. Number 2, when you make the popsicle smaller, but don't adjust the popsicle stick size or how far the machine dips it in the chocolate. So that tells us exactly how big it used to be. Number 3, same package, purchased 1 month apart. Number 4, new versus old Swiss cake rolls. We just saw this one the other day. Over the years, 80s, 90s, aughts, and now. I saw this one, Pringles can I saved for an art project roughly 10 years ago versus one I bought yesterday. We've seen a lot of these cheese ones lately. String cheese I get every week, left is old, right is new. All the new ones in the bag were smaller. Number 8, fries, $7.99 at the hockey arena in Canada. Number 9, open the package to see less biscuits, and look, they just made the packaging so that there's just an empty space. Number 10, Snickers Yard with hollow cardboard center. This actually is enraging. They sell a yard's worth of Snickers and it's missing the middle. That's not a yard. That actually is like stealing. We'll do the next 10 in part 2.
Here are more embarrassing examples of shrinkflation. The filling in Oreos doesn't even reach the edges anymore. Nerf sells you fewer darts with bigger packaging. Literally half of it is empty. Pringles are getting smaller over time. Trader Joe's stopped filling up their cookie packages all the way. The packaging makes it look like it's one big loaf, but it's actually divided into 2 smaller pieces. Midnight started adding plastic dividers between their chocolate. Girl Scout cookies are getting smaller every single year. And Cadbury chocolate bars put now bigger signs on their product even though you're getting the same size.
More shrinkflation, this time from Maxwell House. This one I bought like a month and a half ago has 42.5 ounces in it. This one has 38.2 ounces in it, and they were the exact same price. They were both $10.48. And I think it's interesting that outside of the label change, the size of the package is like the exact same. I mean, there's barely any difference, even though there's less product in it. So it was obviously intentional to try to deceive people. And the sad part is the only reason I switched to Maxwell House is because the Great Value brand did the exact same thing. They shrunk the packaging, or they kept the packaging the same size. They gave you less product, but they kept the price the same. And I'm just tired of it. Like, I'm tired of the sneakiness. I'm tired of them acting like we're stupid and we're not going to notice this kind of shit. And I'm tired of people not caring. Like, why does nobody care?
From breakfast and snacks to drinks and household goods, shrinkflation has been sneaking its way all across the grocery store and making your groceries more expensive. Shrinkflation is when consumer products shrink in size or quantity while the price remains the same or sometimes even increases. Suddenly, you're getting less bang for your buck without even realizing it. Because most people will check the price of a product over the size, companies are using this tactic to boost or maintain profit margins without drawing too much attention. American families, in turn, are getting less for their money. To avoid shrinkflation on your next grocery run, keep an eye on a product's redesign, unit price, and competing brands. A redesign might mean the company also changed the size of a product. Double check a product's price per ounce or unit to see if you're truly getting a deal. You can also compare competing brands who might not have downsized yet, and therefore get you more value for the price. Share your own shrinkflation tips and experiences in the comments below.